recorded. I did
Oh.
the short video,
Mhm.
and I post in the TikTok. And in few moments, the videos blow up.
Oh, really?
Yes, and
So
my
you currently you
profile.
are famous on the internet. I know a famous person in the internet, Diogo. Can you see
Yes,
that?
but I wasn't expecting this, and I had 2 millions of likes
I don't believe
and
that.
views.
Two
Yes,
millions?
2 millions.
Wow!
Since
Oh,
last week,
Last week?
last week until now, 2,007,000 7,000 views in the
Please,
TikTok.
you need to share your TikTok profile for us.
Yeah, it's Tainá Daphne.
Ah, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
oh,
it's
Oh
the
my
video about
goodness.
a little cat, the tiger, because
this?
yes,
Sorry, sorry.
uh-huh.
Oh my goodness, that's so
But
cute.
this is not my
Ah,
profile. It's not my
oh
profile
yes.
Oh my goodness, that's bad.
because
Something using your
so many
video.
people start to repost. So
Oh
many
yeah.
people start to repost. É.
Also, but
Beautiful cat, really,
yeah,
really
I
beautiful
would
cat.
say that this cat look like a tiger, you know?
The
That's so
tiger.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A Bengal.
Bengal.
Yeah.
Congrats, congrats. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
If you say something, if you say what you said for my wife, she wouldn't believe because sometimes ago she tried to become a famous person in the internet and she didn't get, you know. And you,
One simple video,
yeah,
20
with no
minutes.
purpose to be that, you got interesting.
Yes, yes, and many people started to follow me, and
Mhm.
I thought, wow, I can make money by
Yeah, for
TikTok
sure.
now. But it's so hard to make money in TikTok
Yeah, I got
because
you.
you need to post many videos and
Yeah,
have so many views.
that's a
It's like
job.
a slaver. You became a
Yeah,
slaver of TikTok.
yeah, yeah. That's a job, you know, to
Yeah.
make content, build content for this kind of platforms. You need to put a lot of effort, money, because you need to invest in devices and knowledge to create content, you know. It's hard, it's hard.
Yes, and if you want to have a lot of followers, you need to make the dancing, take off your
Yeah,
clothes, have so many
yeah.
follows.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a good idea. Yeah,
No,
that's
no, no.
okay, okay. Thank you, Tainá, for sharing this. That was so interesting. I didn't expect that, you know. So thank you. And about you, Diogo, did you have something like Tainá's week, you know?
No, no. I have a very simple life, a very common life. I don't have TikTok, for example.
I
It's
have
a
just to
joke.
follow my children's profile, you know, just for it.
Yes, in my Instagram, I guess 10 followers, you know.
Oh my
my
goodness,
my
you are
wife,
not famous
my
one.
oldest son, only just. But I'm Diogo. I'm here in Talk since June last year, like a student host in the last 5 months. I'm
Mm-hmm.
married, have 2 boys. I'm a commercial manager at insurance market.
Mm-hmm.
One fact. Last week,
Mm.
I saw the one opportunity in my industry in
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn, but
Mm-hmm.
she requested a English conversation, And
Oh, really?
yes, and during most time in my life, I never.
I got you.
apply me in this
Mm-hmm.
job because the English. But
Mm-hmm.
last week, I think, oh, fuck you, I will try, you know?
Okay.
And I apply to this opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't college yet, but
Okay.
for my mind it's good because for my first time I will try if the opportunity was good. If have the opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to speak in English and to say for the interview, yes, I'm talking English. Don't know. I will try.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's it, man. These days, I've read a LinkedIn post that was wrote in a funny way related that, you know. I'm
Hmm.
going to share in some minutes, and I try to put to you here in the Zoom chat. That's
Okay.
a Portuguese text, but it's a fun way that guy shared his idea, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's so cool, and I like to say, Joe, go ahead, you know, don't feel afraid or something like that. As you mentioned, that happened to me, the same. I don't know if you finished your turn or if you like to say something more.
No, no, only just.
Okay, because I would say the same thing that happened to me last week. I was invited to participate in a, job hire process that was for a German company and English uh, recruiter asked me to participate of this process. Well, I've been preparing myself for a long time. Before to start here in Talking Talk, I started to applied myself in international jobs, try to get some opportunity. Of course, I've been improved my English along the way. Currently, I feel more comfortable to do that. And last week, I was called to participate in, and I usually record my interviews to check after that what I need to improve, what I did wrong, and so on. And I liked of my participation of about that conversation. I really liked it. I said that to my wife. Oh, I think I was I did a good job in that job interview because I could understand completely what I was asked. Of course, I've been practicing job interviews for a long time, you know.
Hmm.
So the most of the question I was expecting to receive. So I passed it through that part of the job hire process. And to be honest, since I'm here in Talk and Talk, I've never I've never reproved about my English. You know, I always
Okay.
passed about my English. So yeah, that is something that I'd like to say. Just to go there and be yourself. Don't you don't need to pay attention about English grammar, perfect structure, and build it. Oh, I need to build a use phrasal verb, present perfect, and so on. No, just go there. Ask it, the interview if you don't understand something. It's okay. They know that we are not native English speaker, you know, so
Hmm.
okay. We feel fear because we used to see the other people's judge us a lot about the not on the English but in general in our life, you know. And I realized the people from this kind of place, this place, don't used to judge us a lot, you know. They know that we are not native speakers, so that's okay. Yeah, I said
Yes,
a lot.
Yes, I guess for me it's difficult to getting to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Many when you're talking about British people, for example,
Yeah, that was the
or
case.
yeah, exactly. But when I talking about the interview, for example, the juggler is the average because
Mm-hmm.
normally we have talking another Brazilian guy, and the Brazilian guys, recruiters, interviews can be juggling our English because when you talking special Brazilian guys better English than compared at me, it's very different. At least in my company, many colleagues talking English. It's guys, it's spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Very very impressional, very very good pronunciation, phrases, speech. How can I say? Uh, Modal verbs. If that's it. But yeah, you try. Now I'm courageous.
And it's normal. It's normal we feel
Yeah.
this way, Joe. And it's okay. It's the part of the process. But I can say to you that when we try to realize about the grammar English during the conversation is the worst thing that we can do in that moment. We need to try just to understand and to be understood to the other part.
Yes.
Only that. I'm gonna share that LinkedIn post to share to you, and I'm sure that both of you will like that because that guy was so funny. And for me, the whole text makes totally sense. And
Okay.
yeah,
Thank.
and yeah, that's it. So let's move on, guys. I think let's start the conversation. Diogo, could you read and answer the first question, please?
Sure. What does being ahead of the curve mean to you in the context of planning your life or projects? I guess for me, it's to prepare for the future.
Mm-hmm.
It's to have seen what I can do in next month, in next year, what I want to my life, how I will go to getting my targets, my goals, and to be prepared for any opportunity, like we said about maybe one English interview, for
Yeah.
example, to prepare for knowledge about the company, if possible, to knowledge about the recruiter, for example, or how I will be prepare my English profile interview about my personal information, my degrees, my skills, for example, what I like to do or not. When I talk about a edge of the curve, I always think about, for example, I don't like to Ayrton Senna. This pilot, it's really
Mhm.
our edge of the curve.
Yeah.
Bring for our life, I like to be the excellent professional in my career. I always like it to be better than my colleagues, than my
Mm-hmm.
concurrents, for example, because it will be part of us, I guess. It's what I can do, how I can do. It's necessary to prepare, to learn, to study the process, to be resilient. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's to planning of the future and to get see how I will stay there when I will had going to 50 years, for example.
Mm-hmm. I
I
got.
guess that's it. I
Yeah,
guess.
perfect. I like to think like you. Of course, it's important to balance, not just to make plans for the future, but just to live, try to live some, a little bit. It's important as well. But for me, when we have a clear purpose, um, set goals, as the video mentioned for us, and put the our little steps in a schedule or as a in a short term goals. I think we are in the right path to achieve whatever we like. I think that's the point, you know. For example, I've been trying to not just work but try to live in abroad. For me, it's hard because um, my dad lived at the USA a lot of years ago, but he went there like tourist, you know, in the wrong way. And he stayed there for almost 7 years. I was a teenager by the time. So I had an opportunity to go there. By the time I was in a relationship. I started my first relationship in my life, you know, a romantic relationship. So I decided to continue in Brazil. To be honest, I didn't ask to go there by my father. To be honest, I didn't think about that by the time. That was the point. Uh, and for the last year, I started to try to get my Spanish citizenship because my family hierarchy, you know, my grandma, bisavó, I don't know how to say,
Uh-huh.
grandma maybe. My grandma was born at the Cartagena in Spain, you know. So I've found some documents that prove that and start the process in the Spanish consul. But I sent the whole documents, but I didn't receive any response for Spanish consul since last year, you know. I have a lawyer that are helping me in this process, and I used to ask her about that, and they used to say that it's common. They are so slow in this kind of process, you know. So I hope to get. I spend a lot of money in this process. You can imagine that. Great
Yes.
grandmother, yeah, great grandmother, yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it a little. And while I'm waiting this response, I'm preparing myself with my English and my career acknowledgement and experience. Try to improve these stuffs. And if someday I have this opportunity to go there, I'm sure I'm gonna be prepared. You know, because I've been I've put this goal in my life a long years ago, you know. So yeah, that's it. And about you, Taina?
So being ahead of the curve in my point of view, um, is who not pay rent if you have a house and not needed to pay the rental. You can save money, a lot of
Sure.
money in,
For sure.
in your days, especially here in London. Here is so expensive to pay rental. It's almost all your salary, and if you have our own house, you can be ahead of the curve. Or like Diogo said, if you have a good English or good
Mhm.
uh, job.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I think it's not only related to the London. I think it's related to the whole Europe, and advanced regions. I think habitation is a big problem in this is region because all the world want to live there, you know. So it's hard. They don't have space to receive anyone, you know. It's hard. It's hard. I can understand this problem. Um, yeah, that's it. So let's move on. I think it's my turn, the second question. And when do you feel are the most ahead of the curve in short-term planning, daily, weekly, or long-term planning, years ahead? Hmm. When I can check, I can track my progress, you know. I think it's important to create a personal system to track your progress. For example, I've been working in portfolio project from scratch, full stack project. I try to simulate a real business, you know, and my accomplish is to deliver the entire system and deploy this system and to the internet, you know. My main goal is not to build the system, is to be able to share the system on the internet, you know, and I hope to get this properly using good approaches and technologies and so on. So that's a big challenge for me because it's not a common in my currently in my career to do these steps. I just only to build solutions, you know, but I'm sure that this process will improve my skills a lot, so I can track my each steps. I created a plan to develop each part of the system, you know, and I can see my improvement along the way. While I'm learning deeper about use AI assistants to help me in this development. So I've been learning a lot of stuffs and yeah, I can track my progress and I feel so proud about my progress right now because I wasn't able to do that in the past, you know. I'm become more experienced in my field and I feel more comfortable to build a solution from scratch. So yeah, it's important to track the progress. You know, it's crucial. We need to do that. And yeah, and for you, Taina.
When I can solve a problem in English or I talk to my neighbors in English, I feel like I'm ahead of the curve because there are many Brazilians here who don't speak or even try to learn English. And
Like my dad,
yes, and when I can do it, I feel ahead.
for
Not I'm
sure.
not comparing with others because it's
Mm-hmm.
so harmful to do it. But
For
when
sure.
I I solve alone my own problems, I feel ahead of the curve.
Yeah, Tainá, my dad lived at the USA for almost 7 years, I mentioned before, but he didn't speak English by the time. It was a big mistake. He said to me that he tried to do that, but for him it was hard to work and try to learn English because he lived close to the other Brazilians, you know. There was a lot of Brazilian in the region that he lived. He lived in the Massachusetts region, Boston region. So there are a lot of Brazilians in there, and they lived in a house with Brazilian. Uh, his boss was a Brazilian. Some of the customers were Brazilian, you know. So
Yeah.
uh, for him, consider my dad didn't used to didn't used to go at school when he was younger, you know, so he didn't have a basic education. He stopped to study before to high school, you know, so it's hard for him to learn these stuff when he needs to study. But yeah, it was a big mistake. He recognized that for me. He regret to not to do that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's a big mistake
Yeah,
because you need to try
for
and get
sure.
out of the inside the Bible.
Yeah. By the time I had an uncle that lived with him in the same city, and he learned to speak in English. You know, he decided to dive into this knowledge, and he got. And yeah, that's it. And for you, Joe?
When I get to see that my plans, and now I will got to realize, for example, like to speak English better, for example. I told yet when I start here in Talk, I told for Philip here this is my last chance to talk in English because I really try tired. And today to talking with us, with you, with Daphne, for example, I get to see how I am improving. You know, for
For
me,
sure.
this is one view of tracking my targets, my goals. Uh, I would like to see and to feel that are most ahead of the curve more in the long time, you know, because I
Mhm.
guess this is better when you talk about to plan my life, my retirement, for example.
Mhm.
But normally I get it to see in the short term,
Mhm.
day, week, month, maximum 1 year, and this sometimes this. I love the word preocupante, né? Because when you talk about save money, for example, or Daphne said, save money, it's very important, it's good. Uh, Sometimes I will got, but
Mhm.
for short periods, you know,
Yeah.
and maybe one problem or not, my money is over.
Yeah. It
I
was.
I I start again. Okay, but happening another problem. My
Yeah.
money is over again. You know, it's just cycle.
Yeah, it's a looping.
Sure. Yes, it's a loop. And today I have been planning any things in my life, for example. And since I was in this company, I start I don't know the word, previdência plan, just for
Mhm.
retired, and I am contribute with the most possible of my salary,
Yeah.
and the company contribute another part.
Mhm.
And since I plan, I now 6 years ago, 6 years after, I get it to look for the results. For example,
Yeah.
I like this, you know,
For sure.
but almost the things I never got to do exactly how I would like to be or to start or to think of the future about money, about to pay my home, for example. I would like almost to pay my home and to
Mhm.
get it to finish pay and to be free about the rental, you know.
Yeah,
Rate
yeah, yeah,
pay, but it's a long plan term of the
yeah,
future.
yeah.
Uh, that's it. But normally I feel I'm ahead of the curve in short plan, but I would like to see that for the long term.
Yeah, yeah. About the, let me check. About the private pension, I guess.
Yes,
President,
private pension, exactly, exactly.
private pension, I guess.
Yes.
About that, you tracked your progress. That's the point. And you did well. It's a good sensation when we realize that we achieve
Mhm.
something during the path, you know. Uh,
Yes, sometimes I like to see, to watch my first participation here in Talk.
mhm,
It's very funny. It's very funny.
mhm.
I don't know if you didn't happen one time. I recommend
I
because
had my first, no, second immersion YouTube transmission here in Talk and Talk. I've saved, so
yes,
I was
it's very
terrible.
yes, it's
Much more
funny.
terrible than now.
Exactly, it's funny, but it's good for my ego.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yes, I'm I'm better. I'm better day by day.
Oh, my first immersion happened in the last day of the mm, 2024 May, my first immersion here. 30 May 31 for 24, yeah. May 31 and 2024. Yeah, that's it.
2024.
Yeah, 2024. It was my first immersion here.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's it. So, I don't know if Taina answered. Yeah, Taina, please, let's start with the next question. The question number three, please.
Yes. Can you describe a time when being ahead of the curve helped you avoid a problem or seize an opportunity? I would say a few years ago, I had a good job, and my minha tia,
Mm-hmm.
offered offered me a difficult job. It was a trap, and I was able to reject this job because I was ahead of the curve because I had a good job at time,
Mm-hmm.
and I could say, "Ah, no, thank you for to remember me, but today my answer is no." And I avoid this disagree because it's not a good idea to work with your family. There are a lot of fighting and disagreement.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's it. And sometimes we need to be on the back burner. I've put this expression, okay, again on the chat. So we need to be on the back burner uh, to get better positions in the future, I guess. I think we used to say in Portuguese, give a step back to uh, have a step ahead in the future, something like that. So what you did, it was right because you had a good opportunity by the time and had to decide and to say no. It's hard to say no. So yeah, that's it. And for you, joke.
The example by Tainá is amazing because 1 year ago I rejected a new opportunity because I didn't saw the perspective for the future. Why? Because today I'm ahead of the curve in my company, in my job. I know that I have opportunity to grow, depend only of me about the English skill special, And in this time, I reject. It's a opportunity by my amazing friend, very special guy in my life, very impressional professional. But I told for her in this time, okay, thanks. But I guess for me, this moment is not opportunity because this, that, And this guy said to me, okay, no problem. It's normal. I like it so much your job. I would like that you to be with me in this journey. But okay, one almost 2 years, 4 months ago, this guy requested fired in this company and to move for another opportunity because the same thing that I see this time
I got
is
you.
happening with the guy in this company, and okay, doesn't problem because in this time for her is a good opportunity. For me, no. Why? Because in my moment, my time, I am ahead of the curve,
Yeah.
But today, if I, for example, had a new opportunity in another place that I like it, I came to move it to. Doesn't matter
Mhm.
or problem for me. But in this time, because I'm learning, I'm in process. I will try to evolve in my career, to grow, to improve any skills. Didn't problem to say not, And
Yeah.
this time it happened.
Yeah, and the more experienced we are, the best decision we do. So, uh,
And this salary is better in this time.
yeah, yeah, I
It's
know.
higher than I want, but I'm looking for the filter. I need
Yeah, yeah.
to feel well, very well, to new milestones. And
Hmm.
sometimes doesn't the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring a good example, and I remember something like you lived in the past. I was working in a multinational company. I was hired to work in there. I had a good salary, better salary than I have now. I am now, but I've realized the company use legacy technologies and approach, and the way that they work it wasn't didn't be good for me. I've realized that, and 15 15 days after I joined it, I joined there. I decided to go to another company. It was hard by the time because I had a good salary, benefits and so on. And I moved to my current opportunity that I'm a freelancer, maybe. I'm a pessoa jurídica. I don't know how to say that in English. I think some people used to say freelancer or contract. Yeah, contract mode maybe. And that was the best decision I did in my life because I really enjoy the company that I work. I've been learning a lot of stuffs along the way. I've been working different products, fields, technology and approach, and that was the biggest decision because I know in the future I will get the benefits about that decision that I did the past, you know. So yeah, that's
Exactly, exactly. It's a joke. It's funny, but I look for this when I see companies with old notebooks, for example, laptops or old cell phones for the employers. I don't like it anymore, for example,
Yeah.
because I imagine, okay, if the company it's hides to Pandora, imagining how is possible to grow in this place,
Yeah.
like a joke. But I do this compared
Yeah,
with
yeah.
another
You have to
points, but
do.
it's true, you know.
Yeah, you have to do that. The most problem I found in there was the technology stuff, They used so old technology. I asked him if they had some project to upgrade the systems and so on, but they just said, "Oh, if the customer asks us to do, we'll do. If not, we won't do." That's it. Did you?
Exactly, exactly. My company
Yeah.
now change our cell phones each 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I had for my company the iPhone 13. The
Mm-hmm.
next probably will be the 50, no 16, iPhone
Mm-hmm.
16. And my laptop change each 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years
Yeah.
the company have the plan for changing the laptops. I like so much because our days it's so difficult and to different problem with that devices. It's
Yeah.
such possible nowadays.
Have you ever experienced something like this, Tainá? Have you ever worked in a place that the approach was old, that didn't make sense for your career or something like that? Have you ever experienced something like this?
Yes, when I arrived in Europe, I needed to accept any job because I didn't speak French,
Mhm.
Luxembourg, even Dutch. Because in Luxembourg, you need to speak French, Dutch, and Luxembourgeois.
Wow.
Just into work in the supermarket.
Uh-huh. Wow, wow, wow.
What,
Yeah,
what is this
it's so
Dutch?
complex.
Dutch?
Alemão.
Dutch, alemão,
I don't
Dutch.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because English wasn't work uh, at that time there, and I need to
Mhm.
accept any jobs like
Mm-hmm.
a cleaner, like
Mm-hmm.
a nanny.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
hard.
It
Hard
was.
times.
Mhm.
Hard times. But you got. You are here, you are there in London, in a much, much stable position, I would say. So congrats for your journey. Yeah, let's move on, guys. I think we have time for the final question. Diogo, would you like to choose the final question to discuss? We have the four until the last question.
Mm. The number 5 can be.
Yeah, let's go.
How do you balance planning extensively versus leaving room for spontaneity and flexibility?
Good question.
For me, easier. I will try to have balance and to plan, but in my real life, it's necessary living day by day.
Yeah.
But uh, like I said, normal, special, mainly, I will try to planning uh, all the things in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I like so much to living day by day because sometimes
Important.
happening very good things with us that we don't expect,
Yeah.
and it's good because uh, maybe if you are a problem or not, you get into movie stories of your front of you and to learning about this moment, this process, and
Yeah.
that's it. I will try to have balance with planning my life, but normally it's happening things that I don't have explain or to expect but it's good for we we be flexible our during our sometimes in our moments in each place's environment, I don't know,
Yeah.
like one or another day happened, one English guy, he's in my building, these guys only would like a coffee, but the attendant in the cafeteria didn't speak English, you know. Yes, I can help you because it's a simple conversation. But I don't spare this moment to be in front of me, another guy, English guy, for again to talk in English. You know,
Uh-huh.
normally before I will afraid, I will freezing. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you. And about you, Tainá?
So I search in the first hours of the day. I do what I must to do, and the rest hours of my day I try to disconnect from my responsibility to maintain my mental sanity.
Yeah, it's crucial to continue living. Well, guys, I have a strategy. I always put time for myself in my schedule. Not every day, but at least twice or three times per week. I put, for example, a time just to relax, to do whatever I like to do. So in this time, I don't think about job, about my family, uh, whatever. I just uh, think about myself and try to reconnect with myself the most as possible. I'm sure that's important to do that to because we are able to evaluate what are the most important things for us. Sometimes if we don't reconnect with ourselves, we eventually we can lose the right path for us, and the right path is subjective. All of us will have our path. So I really enjoy to do that. Yesterday was a day that I didn't get this. I had a full job day. Yesterday was crazy, and I didn't have time to relax. I just went to the bed after my job yesterday. And yeah, guys, unfortunately, the time is over. But yeah, it was a good conversation. This conversation was totally different from the last immersion I had. I had the opposite idea. So it was great having this conversation. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see in the tomorrow's immersions with Diogo again. I don't know if I'm gonna be there because, as I mentioned, Diogo, I used to save a day in a weekdays to prepare my immersions. And I don't know. I don't know. I need to evaluate better. If I have opportunity, I'm gonna be here. And yeah,
Okay.
that's it,
Thank
guys.
you.
Take care, guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.